Good morning, guys. It's Carissa here from Refurb to Invest. Welcome to yet another Monday Morning Insights, episode 15. Now today I'm going to continue some of the talks around getting your property ready for selling, and today specifically I'm going to talk about the value of getting a pest and building report done before you go to market. Now this can be whether you're going to just leave your property as is, or if you were even going to do any upgrades at all, makeovers, fix things before you go to market. Either way, I highly suggest you get a pest and building report. I'll tell you why. Because if you've lived in your property for a period of time, or it's been a rental, or whatever the reason is, you're now deciding to sell your home, you visually can see certain things, but you can't see past that unless a professional building inspector comes in and properly does an inspection of every area from top to bottom, roofing through to under the house, through to moisture readings, through to checking for termites, everything. Now this is important, so before you go to market, you know if there's any issues with your house that may be a problem when a buyer starts looking into purchasing. Now, if you don't get a report and you go to market and a buyer puts an offer in and then they get a pest and building report done and there flags some termite damage, there flags some moisture reading in one of the bathrooms, they flag some rotted timber here, there, some broken tiles. Now, a property that has, been around 20, 30, 40 years will have items come up. However, the bigger items will then give ammunition for the buyer to start negotiating because they then need to be fixed. Now, let's say, for example, there's a moisture reading in the bathroom that determines that the membrane of the bathroom has given way. So that basically means that needs a whole new bathroom renovation. It needs to be stripped back from scratch, tiles removed, fittings removed, everything completely re-waterproofed, re-tiled, and brand new fittings put back in. Now we're talking easily 20, 25 grand, depending on how big, depending on what fittings and fixtures go in, depending on the company and what they're charging. Now, a buyer may overestimate that price. So as a current homeowner, you might be able to get a price at $15,000, everything included, done. But a buyer coming in will think higher. So in most cases, their estimates might be 25 to 30K. And who knows, they might be getting a builder whose charges more and is going to do more high-end finish. But it just means that when they're working on what they want to offer, they're going to be thinking about what they need to invest into the property. So the more you know about your property before you go to market, the better. The more you then understand, okay, and for example, one of our current projects, and every client that works with us, before we start designing, we arrange one of our amazing inspectors that we've aligned with, that are detailed, because I wouldn't expect anything less than that, to go and do an inspection for our clients and let me know what red flags are there right now. Because for my clients, if we're already going to be doing a facelift, then as soon as I know that there's something that I can't see behind a wall, under a stairs, under the house, something that they've red flagged because they are the inspector, I then can work out how to eliminate that problem and have it rectified while I already have the builder on site. So it's more cost effective for the owner now to fix it than to leave it on the report for a buyer. Now, some items are minimal, so it's easy to rectify. Some items may be bigger. Some items may be more crucial and may make a big difference. Termite damage is a big thing. Live termites is a big thing. And again, it might be only a small area that can be easily rectified. But if you don't find the issue now and fix it now, by the time it goes to market and settled, it could be a bigger issue and a buyer that might turn someone off completely. So knowing what issues could come up in your property is crucial. But aside from all of this, I want to stress the importance of when you're going to sell your home, the importance of detaching from your home. It may have been your family home for 30 years, 40 years. Your kids have grown up there. It was the first house you bought when you got married. It could be the extent of that, or it could be just an investment property. But you need to go in there with thinking of it as a business transaction. Black and white facts. What does the house need to get top dollar if that's your goal? What do I need to do? How am I going to do it? How much money do I need to spend? What can I then achieve? And get it done professionally so you can maximize your return. When you're too attached still to your property, it's harder to see past your emotion. But when I lived here, I really hated this and I really didn't want that. But this tile is so beautiful, but it's not what most buyers are looking for. So step away. It's nothing about what's the word? It's not, we're not talking about the pride of your beautiful home, but we need to step back and see, well, this is what the home looks like. This is how beautiful you've made it to your eyes over this time. But now we need to make it very neutral and very ticking the boxes for the majority of buyers to run in and want to buy it. So you may have loved that beautiful pattern tile, but most buyers coming in will change that. So step away from your property. That also makes it easier when you get an inspection report to not be too attached that, oh my God, but no, my house shouldn't have those issues. Get what you need done, get the facts out there so you know how to best plan for your property so you can maximize the dollars that you get at that sale price to affect your future wealth and the next property you buy and your next part of your journey in life. Guys, I hope that helps. One more thing I want to add to that is make sure you look for a good inspection company. Don't go via comparing on their price without checking what they do. Ask them questions. How are they checking? What methods do they use? Really big factors is making sure too you don't just get a building report, get a pest and building report. So they will check for termites. That is crucial because you may not be looking at the trees in the backyard and all of a sudden there's termites in one of the trees and that's going to flag a buyer. We currently found that at one of our properties. Thankfully, I suggested to the client, let's get it done ahead of time. So now I'm adjusting the plan to cover off those. So when we get the report redone from scratch to check what's been fixed, he can tick off that there's no longer an issue with that and that and that, and we have a better report to go to market with. So that gives you an opportunity to fix things and make sure that you're passing on an even better house if your return on investment is your goal for your home, and making sure that you get the maximum amount for your property. Guys, I hope that helps. Have fun with selling your home. Again, if any of this is something hitting home for you and you want to have a further chat with us, please reach out. We'd be more than happy to have a video call with you, have a look at your property, prepare an audit, and see exactly what potential your property could be missing if we don't fully untap that. Let us help you make more money. Let us help you further build your portfolio. Let us help you further build your wealth. I'm excited. As you can tell, love what I do, love helping our clients. So reach out to me. Have an amazing Monday, an amazing week. I'm Carissa from Refurb to Invest. Speak to you next week.